Welcome to TwoQuestions.tv. My guest today is another inspiring woman in business, Caroline Makepeace. Welcome to TwoQuestions.tv. I'm Susan Baroncini-Moe. My guest today is one of our inspiring women in business, Caroline Makepeace. She's the co-founder of Y Travel Blog. That's the letter Y. We'll have a link in the show notes. And she works with her husband, Craig. And Caroline has been relentlessly pursuing a life of travel since 1997 and now travels full-time with her two daughters, proving that travel does not stop after kids. Hi, Caroline. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Susan, for having me.
Well, you're our first inspiring woman in business who is a blogger. So talk to me about your entrepreneurial journey and the story behind your business.
Yeah, well, that's really exciting to hear.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, I've been relentlessly pursuing travel since 97, and I did that by, I was previously a teacher, so teaching in different countries around the world and traveling that way. I was getting too old for working holiday visas, so wanted to look for my own business, and it took a couple of years and quite a journey in figuring out things, but I came across travel blogs. And I was like, wow, they've been writing about my life for the past 10 years. Surely I can do the same. So I kind of just fell into it like that. And that was in 2010 and I do the blog with my husband. And because we had so many years of travel experience before we started blogging, we had a lot to write about and a lot of authority and expertise already, which helped us grow quite rapidly.
And so you have this business, and it's a blog, but is it just a blog, or I'm going to go rogue today, by the way. I'm asking more than two questions. I have to. So we won't go too far over the deep end here, but I mean, what else do you do? I mean, it's just a blog. Where does the revenue come? A lot of people don't know how bloggers function, where do the revenues come from, and how it all works. So maybe let's educate our audience a little bit.
Yeah, sure. With blogging, it's so open, which is one of the beauties of it. Once you start producing the content and building a following and getting a platform, then there are many doors that can open to help you bring in the money. And so for us, we work in different ways. We produce content on our blog that's related to travel. We also are now, for the past year and a half, have been focused on creating videos. So we're building our YouTube channel. And then we have our social media platforms as well. So the different ways that we earn income, we have advertising on our site, we have affiliate partnerships, we work on marketing campaigns with brands and tourism boards, and we do sponsored content as well. We do have some of our own products, however, that's not our biggest revenue stream, so we don't focus on that one as much as the others.
Okay, I'm just going to ask like the dirty little secrets now. What's the size of your social media platform approximately?
In total, across the social media platforms, we'd have over 100,000. We have 4 million on Pinterest, which is really large. It's kind of a social media platform-ish. It's a little bit of a
that is I only have on Pinterest. I only have 60,000. You're impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. So that's a really important platform for us. It drives a lot of traffic to our site, which is for us the most important thing about what we do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in general, let's say a woman is watching and she wants to launch a business of her own, or she's in business. What advice do you have for other women entrepreneurs?
I think women are really intuitive. And I think it's essential for women to tune in and follow their heart, but be guided by their gut, listen to their intuition. That's how I run my business, basically. And it's a little hard to explain that to people sometimes, but I'm very much guided and I tune in, and that's how I make decisions, and that's how I know which direction to move in. And it works. It works really, really well. So I think that's something powerful that women have that is so vital for you to tune into, particularly when you're running your own business.
That requires a lot of self-trust, I think.
It does. It really does. And the only way you get that self-trust is by jumping in the deep end and following that intuition. And then
Yeah.
you do it, and then you go, oh, wow, that actually worked out really well. So it is very hard to trust. But I think even if you just start off small with following your intuition, not necessarily from a business sense, but for different things within your own life, and then you'll start to see how it works, and that trust will develop and get stronger.
That makes sense to me. A lot of sense.
Yeah.
And if you follow your intuition and it doesn't go so well, instead of being down on yourself, maybe what could I learn from this? What went well? What didn't work? What can I extrapolate? And what lessons can I take away? So the next time when I follow my intuition, it goes a little better.
Absolutely. And look, I embrace failure, and I think failure is a part of success. You can't have the success without the failure, and it's the failure that teaches you how to do something better.
Mhm.
So be okay with following that intuition, because yes, if it doesn't work out how you maybe anticipated or hoped, there is still something within that you can take. There's a lesson, there's an opportunity to grow. I find failures, or I don't really like that term anymore, but it's moving me closer to the more perfect path. So once you see it from that perspective, it's not something that damages your confidence anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you see as a gift to help you grow and get better.
Would you say, and this will be my official last question of the day until we're in the after show, would you say, because I hear in your responses, I want to say I hear a well-traveled person. I mean, I feel like because I have traveled as well, certainly not as extensively as you, but because I've traveled as well, and because I have exposure to other cultures. I'm married to a man from South America, and I have, his kids are in England, and so we have a very diverse family. And I think that in that exposure to other cultures and other ways of thinking, and being open to that, we find a different path that is sort of this amalgam. And I almost feel like that's when I'm hearing the wisdom that travel brings. I'm not sure if I'm making sense, but that's what I wonder if you think that's perhaps where that wisdom comes from in part.
Oh, look, absolutely. And that's one reason I started a travel blog, because I know travel helps you become a better version of yourself, and it does give you those experiences you would never have anywhere else. It's a new way of looking at the world, of thinking, of problem solving. I have turned up in countries before with literally less than $100 to my name, and it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do here? How am I going to make this work? And I have every time figured it out and made it work. And that gives you incredible confidence and an incredible ability to solve problems and to look at life, I guess, from a broader perspective, which is hugely beneficial. And I know those skills have really helped me in my business as well.
Indeed. Caroline, I have really enjoyed you. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's been great.
You want to come on the after show?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. Okay, so viewers, for you, down below in the show notes, and podcast viewers in your show notes, podcast listeners in your show notes, we're going to have links to Caroline's website and her blog and her YouTube channel so you can find her. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the after show at twoquestions.tv.